It is said that it is a breakaway faction in the one order gang that is causing this conflict. Can you comment on that?
Well, I'm not involved in a gang, so I can't tell you if it's a breakaway faction from a gang. Once there are incidents that are connected to the communities that are in strong support of the Jamaica Labour Party, then the elements that are involved are labeled one order. But what I can tell you, I haven't heard the name one order called in the communities around for a long time. They have been focused on how they can improve their lives. The incident, as I said, is as a result of an adjoining constituency where there are some youngsters who I think are a little out of control because, it seemed that criminal activities at this time, it involves a lot of young people. And as a result, they have less regard, less respect for elders, less regard for order and structure and so on. So I can't say to you it's a breakaway. What I can say to you is that one element from an adjoining constituency have their internal conflicts. People move out of that community. It is said they have moved into this constituency, and it is creating tension now between those. That is what I pick up on the ground. That's the information I have.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Shakonda Bahura Babasata. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can the nation do?
Wagwan family, good afternoon. Serious thing we are dealing with today now. Very, very serious. Now, most recently, I'm going to do a double video on SSL. I did that one night before last night, and I did one the next day. And then I see SSL argument that come out in the news now. Because I was wondering what happened to SSL, how it's so dead. And you may talk about Gina and Pantan, say she alone in a jail. Me read that for you guys. She confessed saying she alone thief the money. She was promised something by SSL owner Hugh Craskery. Me read that for you. in the paper. Then now guess what we are seeing at the paper here now? That woman, after 2 years, the woman was not around. Right? After 2 years, we don't know what she did there. But it seems like this SSL case did that put on a weight pan she if you come back, to come address. Like other DPP couldn't handle business. Nigel Clark promised us transparency and blah, blah, blah. How the FBI gonna come intensify the stuff. It was found out in January. It was January of 2023 that fraud are gone, people. And we need to get to the bottom of these things, you know. So see Nigel Clark say my call in the FBI there. And I know FBI not come, right? We get cruel. FBI burden to taxpayers. Monthly burden on taxpayers, $15 million. So I wonder if we still pay the bill. This is from September 2023. Who remember Nigel Clark came to us and asked us for the money? But before I go there so and start iron out some stuff, I'm going to play a video for you guys. Make you hear what's going on, people, because things must make sense in every sentence. This is TVJ News Jamaica. Let's watch it.
Primetime News.
Special welcome to those of you watching on OneSpotMedia.com.
Up first this evening, the massive fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited (SSL) has increased to about $20 million.
The Financial Investigations Division (FID) gave the stunning development this afternoon, adding that about 70 accounts have been affected.
As the investigation intensifies, the FID is also hoping to arrest and charge more people.
But there's a problem. Investors who apparently lost money are not coming forward.
This is 2023, just so you know. 2023. You're going to hear them say more people should be arrested. Now, DPP now I come tell we say them need more investigation. After them I tell we say more arrest. 2023, them promise us more arrest. I'm going to play another report where you hear the same thing too, where a sister talk about it. The same thing, more arrest, so you can go read it. I just read it. So listen to the news. I know one woman get arrested. This is from 2023. They promise us more arrests. And now DPP, I tell we now, say they want more documents. They promise us more arrests and FBI and crowd investigation and all that. People, let me tell you something. This video, so our dance, the only criminals in Jamaica. If you can move the country forward, we have to move up some old vagabond out of the way, you know, people. We're not going to take it no more, you know. We're not going to take this no more. Let's continue.
Primetime News.
Special welcome to those of you watching on OneSpotMedia.com.
Up first this evening, the massive fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited (SSL) has increased to about $20 million.
The Financial Investigations Division (FID) gave the stunning development this afternoon, adding that about 70 accounts have been affected.
As the investigation intensifies, the FID is also hoping to arrest and charge more people.
But there's a problem. Investors who apparently lost money are not coming forward. A release from the FID states that for over 10 years, there was an entrenched culture of gross mismanagement at SSL. Director General of the FID, Selvin Hay, says the investigation has taken on new dimensions which are wider than first expected.
What is being uncovered is that there are approximately 70 affected accounts, and this is significantly more than the just over 40 affected accounts that were uncovered at the initial stage. The investigation has also identified other fraudulent schemes at SSL which have resulted in the misappropriation and or loss of numerous investors' funds amounting to over $10 million.
That's in addition to another $10 million, bringing the total of the fraud scheme so far to roughly $20 million. And so local investigators, including the Police Fraud Squad, are working with the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigations (FBI) to follow the money and bring accused parties to court. Kroll, a UK-based forensic accounting and intelligence firm, and the Asset Recovery Interagency Network for the Caribbean are also on the case. Principal Director of Investigations at the FID, Keith Darien, says so far the investigation is bearing fruit.
Before the next court date, we anticipate the arrest and charge of other actors involved in the multiple fraudulent schemes recently discovered. There are certain deliberate actions being taken to support the increased investigative efficiency.
With cooperation from affected investors, more can be done.
Our investigators have contacted the affected parties via email and phone calls, but the responses have been short of encouraging. We continue to appeal to those affected to contact the FID. It is a critical part of seeking justice through the courts.
Among those affected by the SSL fraud case, sprint icon Usain Bolt. So far, only Jean Ann Panton has been charged. She is facing a 22-count indictment, charges for forgery, larceny as a servant, and engaging in a transaction involving criminal property. Ms. Panton is due back in court on December 6.
So, when you see what I go on there, so data from 2023 people. Then say before the next court date, people got caught several times since 2023. You know, you may say, so now I go back to another report from September 2023. And this beautiful sister here, what me always listen to, because she's smart, she's knowledgeable, she's intelligent, and most of all, she's beautiful. So let's go. Kalina Reynolds.
More arrests are likely coming over the SSL scandal, which is turning out to be much bigger than we originally thought. I'm Kalila Reynolds, financial journalist and educator based in Jamaica. The Financial Investigations Division gave us a big update on the SSL fraud investigation on Friday. The gist of it is that things are way worse than we originally thought. According to the FID, the number of affected accounts is now up to 70. That's way more than the 40 initially reported.
People, it's at 2023. So we have way more than 70 right now. You hear me I say? Can you hear our good people? Kalila Reynolds. Check her out. Very knowledgeable woman. Check out our page. Subscribe to her. Yeah, man. Good sister. Do good work.
And investigators have also uncovered multiple fraud schemes at the company for a grand total of 10 million US dollars defrauded over a decade. Since the investigation started in January, the FID has been working with the FBI and a forensic accounting and investigation firm, Kroll, from the UK. They've been pulling on air.
So if you notice, she mentioned the FBI also from 2023. So everybody I mentioned, bloggers, we were talking about the FBI. Come to find out, no FBI, I Kroll them get, right? Come on, see no evidence of FBI. And based on what I was reading, they might tell you all the investigators, minister the FBI night. So let's continue.
Loose thread trying to unravel exactly what happened and how. According to the statement, investigators found an entrenched culture of gross mismanagement dating back well over a decade. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark pointed out that had SSL been dissolved like some of the directors wanted, the level of fraud and the multiple schemes wouldn't have been discovered. So far, Usain Bolt's former wealth advisor, Jean Ann Panton, has been the only person arrested, but the FID said that before her next court date in December, more people will be arrested. Another big update came from Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark. He announced that the government will be covering some operational expenses at SSL temporarily to the tune of roughly $15 million a month. And when he says the government will be paying, he really means us taxpayers, because the government gets most of its money from taxes, from us. Now, of course, this has gotten a lot of backlash, because why should we pay SSL employees' salaries? Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Now, according to Clark, SSL currently has 22 employees. Their total monthly wage bill is $9.5 million, plus there's another $5 million in other operating expenses, plus the one-off legal fees. Yikes. But the finance minister said the government is pretty much between a rock and a hard place. The SSL employees pulled a sick out recently. They all refused to go to work because they were not paid for August. But investigators need the employees to be at work so that they can continue the investigation. So that's why the government is stepping in to cover the expenses. In a Twitter Spaces town hall on Friday, Dr. Clark said that if they didn't step in, the government risked compromising the investigation.
On Thursday, employees of SSL stayed home from work in protest against the delay in payment of salaries for August. And I, in my capacity as Minister of Finance, have to respond to situations such as that. And the guiding principles behind that response will be and is the policy position that I have outlined. And the policy position is to pursue this investigation and to follow the evidence wherever it leads, to leave no stone unturned and to get international help. And I have said in the past that the government will provide whatever resources are required by investigators and others to see this investigation through. Now, the investigation is at a stage where the investigators have made it very clear to me in no uncertain terms that having the employees in place is critical to the progress of the investigation. I have faith and confidence in our investigators, and consistent with the policy direction and policy commitment, with that advice and request of our investigators, I announced that the government will provide the support. And by the government here, I mean non-specific, whether it's the central government or it's the FSC itself, will provide the resources on a temporary basis to support the payment of the salaries to employees and other operating costs of SSL to facilitate the fulfillment of the policy objective.
And to the point he made about whether it's the central government or the Financial Services Commission who will pay, the minister said more than likely it'll be the FSC. He said the commission has enough cash in reserves to cover SSL's monthly expenses, but they're making checks just to make sure. Dr. Clark also pointed out that the coverage is conditional. SSL still has some assets and receivables that can be used to cover the salaries, etc., but those might take some time to sell or recover. In the meantime, SSL clients are still in limbo. Their funds haven't been released yet because the investigation is still ongoing. Now, the government promised to leave no stone unturned and to follow the money wherever it led. And as I said earlier, investigators have been going over everything with a fine-tooth comb. So it's just a matter of how long the investigation will take and how long the government will have to foot the bill to pay SSL staff. And that's the bottom line. Subscribe to my newsletter for money news like this straight to your inbox. Click the link up here or in the description below. Let's get this money.
Check out our page, people. Kalila Reynolds. She's doing good work. Subscribe to her. Give her the support. Smart woman. Yeah, man. So people, only hear what I want. Only hear what I want, people. So them have be like a big old kunomono. We are big old idiot. Old doofus. So we don't have no sense. We can't tell me any goddamn thing and we believe. And I know people, nothing I go on. No investigation, no way, nothing, people. Nigel Clark tell we him appeal for patience as probe into fraud hit SSL ongoing. So this is October 2024. Before him run off, gone left we, Before him run off, gone him I beg patience. Remember, the Kroll report come out already, And him gone, I never show with the Kroll report. Just like we never get the FinSac report, will give in bits and pieces and crumbs and enough red meat for the labor right them believes them have something, but in reality that would implicate the labor right them too, it seems. So Nigel Clark does play with the ramping shop style and him gone. So listen what I go on now.
According to the latest tally, over 200 client accounts have been affected by the fraud uncovered at SSL last year. The total is approximately $30 million or nearly 5 billion Jamaican dollars. In his statement this afternoon, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says none of the money has been recovered. He says any recovery will be under Jamaica's Proceeds of Crime Act, POCA. The Financial Investigations Division, FID, which is spearheading the SSL probe, is empowered by law to provide for the investigation, identification, and the recovery of the proceeds of crime and related matters. It's possible for the FID to begin the tracing of fraudulently obtained assets before the conclusion of court proceedings in the criminal matter. However, a benefit investigation, which is integral to the forfeiture and recovery process, can only commence after criminal convictions are obtained in connection with the fraud. But the finance minister reminds Jamaicans that civil proceedings are open to aggrieved parties and can be started at any time. It should be noted that a court ruling has placed on hold any attempt by aggrieved parties to sue SSL. This is due to an ongoing case to determine whether the authority over SSL should rest with the Financial Services Commission through temporary manager Ken Tomlinson or the trustee appointed by the board of SSL itself. That matter will next be heard on April 29. Shalois Michael for Nationwide News.
Want to hear what going on? Want to hear what's going on, people? April 29. So this was the 17th of April, 2024. So how come nobody not get locked up yet? Remember them tell me if I'm in 2023, by the next court date, more people are getting locked up. So this right here, we just play for a while ago. This is April 2024. By now, Mr. Clark probably have him job and know say I'm gonna run with left way. And it just them just pack up ahead of pure nonsense and lies. Gentle people. So you want to tell me, say, with all the promise of the FBI, see there, are we still paying SSL $15 million a month? That's the question we need to ask. When the hospital people upon the floor, are we from 2023 still paying $15 million a month to SSL to keep it open? More have to know. That more have to know, people. If we so stupid that we as a people sit down when it's a company that hurt so much people in the country, there's money in it, sit down. Taxpayers' money. Money from the banana catastrophe fund. That the money we'll get from the European Union for give the banana farmer them. Money from the agriculture ministry. The Ministry of Health. NIS money. National Housing Trust money. In the millions and millions of dollars. Millions. And with all of this hurt that we get, government still a prop it up. What am I trying to do? Keep it functioning so they can get back taxpayers' money out of it. Because I know me hear about taxpayer money will come out of it yet. And my question is again, are we, the taxpayers, hungry people of Jamaica, not the food, not the money? Things not going for we. Paying $15 million a month to keep Richmond Place open. Place should have locked down, dissolved, shut down. Gentle people. Should have locked down long time. Let me go to a short break and I'll be right back.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. It calls for us to think and think deep.
The PNP only argue about how the pie share up, how the cake cut up. But they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lie.
Welcome back, people. Let's go. Well, we're going to read what DPP said. She does come back in, people. And it seems as if, after 2 years, mood come back, Me da gone, man. Mood come in, this a fire, this a heat, this a garbage. I wouldn't come back. But for somehow, she left. And now she's back. And, full force ahead. She, pick up what she left off. Because it seems as if this case was frozen, put down away upon her. So after all the promise of more arrests in 2023, the FBI come and crawl and all that. You see that? You see that? See there? I'm sure now. In March 2023, Jamaica hired Kroll Associates, a UK-based forensic auditing firm, to investigate fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL. The investigation covered the period from 2010 to 2023. And that is 2023. We're at 2025 now. Nigel also told us that the investigation will be intensifying. The FBI will be intensifying the investigation. That's how wicked them is, Yes, in February 2023, Dr. Nigel Clark, the finance minister of Jamaica, announced that the FBI would be intensifying its investigation into the fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited. 2023, February, January was the news that trouble was at SSL. So them get frightened and don't know what to do and I come out with that type of sweet dance and talk. That's when them say the FBI come. I remember the FBI never come, and we on social media say, somebody pulling me in and say, "Yeah, idiot. Yeah, are you crazy? Do you really want the FBI to come here and start to dig up? We'll be all going to prison." That's what social media was saying. Then later on, you hear them announce, Kroll. Do you understand me? Right there. UK-based forensic auditing firm. Something where the FBI could have done for free. And we wonder how we never hire them to do it for free. People, we have a problem here. Gangs are now the problem. If you want your country to clean, you don't start from the bottom. You're gonna get out again, you're gonna kill the gang, you're gonna bad up the people, but you got criminal up at top who are burning the country. The country is top heavy with criminals. That is our problem. And you have everybody into place covering for who, like these people don't want to see the country better. You have politicians involved in gang banging because associate themselves with gangs. You don't want the country better. How the country can be better like that? The crime solution cannot only come from the ghetto, upper top, stain and dirty and nasty. I get there today. How can this investigation have gone on for so long? We don't have a chance to get the FBI come do it for free. It seems as if somebody wake up the next man and said, "Are you crazy? We don't want the FBI." Even though it was highly publicized. And Nigel Clark said, "Oh, the FBI would be intensifying its investigation." And I know, no FBI. In 2023, more arrests are going to make. At 2025 now, we can't say more arrests. Now, today, this is where we're at with DPP. I'm going to read where we're at right now. Very important to know where we're at. I'm not ready yet, people. Some say I'm going to leave it, so the whole I will read it together. I'm not read it yet. Me see it, me just left it alone, because I know say appear bull crap in night. Some say me wait pound. Key evidence still outstanding in SSL fraud case. And that alone, me see, I know says a load of bull. That alone, because that shouldn't come up nowhere in no headline, nowhere. Because them offer us arrest in 2023. Say if you promise you're not going to lock up people in 2023, we don't want key evidence. No, still outstanding. Let's see what going on. 2 years after the multi-billion-dollar fraud and stocks and securities limited SSL came to light, a crucial piece of evidence remains outstanding, which the Office of Director of Public Prosecutions, ODPP, says is hindering its ability to complete its review and issue a ruling. So I want to come to the conclusion that arrests are going to make in 2023. More people are get locked up. And now DPP, I tell we say, crucial documents to this investigation where is outstanding and hinder the completion of this its review and issue a ruling. How are the clerks are going? So hold on. So this thing put on, I wait for DPP to come back. DPP. All right. DPP Paula Llewellyn confirmed in a Sunday Gleaner interview that despite significant progress in analyzing the case file, one crucial element is still missing from the Financial Investigation Division FID, preventing the prosecutions from being best informed to make a decision. They hold on. Then the Nigel Clark, they over it before him left. How him to pull down everything behind him before him left? Me not understand why go on here. How come we now? I mean, when people want to promise us arrest in 2023, now when I come tell we say the FID went in a Nigel Clark's office. Nigel Clark office at the people. The FID were in a Nigel Clark office have outstanding documents or information. This doesn't make no sense. So hold on. I screwed, it look like say the whole on our line up is screw the Jamaican people them all over again. A screw look to screw when you not go in a ghetto go shoot down. I look for everybody else to do the right thing in the country. Talk about is that change now. Is that now they done dead? No, we have a change, we have a chance to make a difference now, make a change. No. All rules and laws go for the bottom feeders them, but oh no, you know go far. We have a change now. We have the Integrity Commission. Yeah, we get a chance to make a change now. But the Prime Minister, him same one, take them to court to remove the part of the act that investigate illicit enrichment. Look what the Prime Minister do right before he drop in pants and take a crap. Look what the Prime Minister did before us. Drop in pants and take a crap on the law. But we are going to the ghetto. Killing dance and bodying up the local people them. Want everybody else to walk straight and do right. Oh, what are going up here, sir? So the big people are going to prison. And miss not enough evidence is back in her seat. Now, man. FID in a Nigel Clark office. So in a favor now. The whole time in a Nigel Clark office. So we are talking about missing documents, but I'm missing this and that. What are we talking about here? What is this? When in 2023, you guys promised us more arrest. The crowd came and did their report. Taxpayers' money, pay that. I'm going to ask, are we still paying $15 million a month for SSL? A burden with even more. You know what $15 million a month can do to anything in the country? Just to fix road. Spend $15 million a month for any road boy and see what happened to the road infrastructure. Spend $15 a month in any hospital and see what happened. No one to know if we're still spending $15 million. Poor taxpayer, we can't even find it. In a rich man ramping shop. When the Prime Minister himself taking money out of it and gone, how him lucky so? Is it insider trading or him get a pigeon or a bird, pitch on him shoulder and whisper a tongue in him ears and say, take your money out of SSL? How the Prime Minister so lucky? Is there an investigation there to find out if the Prime Minister indulging in insider trading that him alone taking money out and never wake the town and tell the rest of the people? Even taxpayers' money gone night from 5 entities: the Banana Catastrophe Fund, the Ministry of Agriculture, NIS, NHC, and Ministry of Health, money tie up night. In the millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. But man, take the money out of SSL, I wouldn't even take taxpayers' money. It's to show you that there's no love for the Jamaican people and there's no urgency to guard with purse. You take your money from SSL, you left taxpayers' money there. You're gone with only for your bag of money and you left taxpayers' money in there. Here comes we have an integrity commission. This man gone to court to tear down the fence, the protection we guard poor people purse, which is the integrity commission illicit enrichment investigation we want to get rid of. Why would you, as a leader of the country, want to remove the protection? We will protect the purse and protect our money. You, as a leader, should have tried to put thicker walls around it, bigger protection. That is supposed to do. You're not supposed to tear down the protection, go to court, go move the part of the act for illicit enrichment. Don't you listen to the spread of a pattern here? You take your money from SSL and leave taxpayers' money in there. Now you're going to court, you're going to tear down the defense and the protection around taxpayers' money. So the court can make a ruling to remove the protection around taxpayers' money. So you and a rich friend them can come in. No wall, no fence, no protection. Remove the illicit enrichment part of the act that investigate illicit enrichment. What kind of Prime Minister would have wanted that? So you and a rich friend them can come in. Is that what happened here, Mr. Prime Minister? So you and a rich friend them can come in and thief? Mash down the defense and the protection. I mean, you should have put more wall around it, sir. You should have made the defense even more. So over and over again, we said this man don't give a damn about taxpayers' money. So let's read. Just yesterday, I got sight of a letter and response from FID to about 10 to 12 items that we had requested in writing. Certain outstanding material has been obtained and is being transmitted to us. And there were 1 or 2 things that they were still in the process of obtaining, Llewellyn said last Thursday. She emphasized the importance of the missing material, explaining that without it, the ODPP is unable to complete its assessment. I play with you, I play with the man. Right before you, man. Right before you, poor people. We can't come to nothing with them drunk in the office and walk around and kill Dan and about up the youth them and they get up. I who not the real Dan. I who not the real thief. I who not drag the country. Nobody else. The country react based on the action. Everything come from top. The fish rat from the head. When you set an example down about that's why everything I tear down and a rat note down there. What kind of clout is this? I play with we? Where the Crow report there? Where is the Crow report? We want to see it. Don't tell me no damn nonsense here. We're not stupid no more. Since the last 2 years, Miss Paula Llewellyn, we even become brighter, smarter, more intelligent. So don't come back out here with no bullshit, mama. Don't try to win with this time. We're not going to take it. We're tired of criminal politicians in our office, burning the country, walking around, killing dance, talking about them are the problem. And who not the problem? I want to breed them. I want to breed the dance. I want not the problem. I want to forget goddamn prison. We're tired of UNO. And whether on the Labor right side or the PNP side, we're damn tired of UNO.
It is said that it is a breakaway faction in the one other gang that is causing this conflict. Can you comment on that?
Well, I'm not involved in a gang, so I can't tell you if it's a breakaway faction from a gang. once there are incidents that are connected to the communities that are in strong support of the Jamaica Labour Party, then the elements that are involved are labeled one order. But what I can tell you, I haven't heard the name one order called in the communities around for a long time. They have been focused on how they can improve their lives. The incident, as I said, is as a result of an adjoining constituency where there are some youngsters who I think are a little out of control because, you know, it seemed that criminal activities at this time, it involves a lot of young people. And as a result, they have less regard, less respect for elders, less regard for order and structure and so on. So I can't say to you it's a breakaway. What I can say to you is that one element from an adjoining constituency have their internal conflicts. People move out of that community. It is said they have moved into this constituency, and it is creating tension now between those. That is what I pick up on the ground. That's the information I have.
People, let me ask you a question. Aren't we tired of corruption, people? Whether it be PNP or Labour Right, Jamaica people, no come here. Whether it be coming from the PNP side or the Labour Right side. For decades, aren't we tired of corruption? And this party seems like them intensifying the corruption. Come here, people, whether you vote for Labour Right or you vote for PNP. Aren't you tired of corruption, people? It's a whole way back, you know? Jamaica people, it's a whole way back. We can't be so much better people. Them people are them are push everything in the country wrong. People are them are people. The people who make the law break the law. And that go on here. The people who make the law break the law and skirt the law. Using loophole and all type of nonsense. Certain man got prison boy, yeah. Example now set up a top. That's why I don't got bottom are rotten off. Want to believe things are better? You could have walked around and killed Dan till you can't kill Dan no more. The problem I come from top. I own not the problem. The fish right from the head. Why going down the bottom is just a symptom of no corruption from top. I'm tired of it, man. People can't get no justice in Jamaica for certain people. The taxpayers. What is justice for taxpayers there? So let me ask you a question, DPP. How come you come back to set up this case for taxpayers lose it? Remember what for money night for we, you know? For the 5 different entities we just mentioned. How are you going to say? No, sir. This is all right. Let me continue to read. From my information from the team of 4 prosecutors dealing with this matter, unless we get a critical aspect of it, then we are not put in the best informed position to complete our consideration, she added. Yet them say by no, Nigel Clark. And all this, the government take over the place, you know. It was reported in January, and I think it's about 10 days after, January 10th, I think it was January 17, 2023, the government take it over, 10 days after, 2 weeks, working days, all right? The government take over this thing. It was the 7th, yeah, of January 2023, the report, them are Friday, and about the 10th, so quick the government take it over. So the government did it from 2023. So you want to tell me, say all this information, Nigel Clark did it. And so that should have that all. I mean, what if he pull on the house and gone, you know, just pull on everything behind him and just gone and just wings up the man and flee. Me, I wonder if he just, you know, tear up things and thread things. I don't know. I don't know. It's just me right here, based on what I read, when the sun go to the eye, and I use my, you know, my brain. This is sound good, people. Like they ready for school, we over my money again. Let me read this again. From my information, from the team of 4 prosecutors, 4 of them, you know, dealing with the matter, unless we get one critical aspect of it, then we are not put in the best informed position to complete our consideration, she added. One piece of information. Nigel Clark would have know what important information would have. Me no know. What I want to say? The DPP declined to state which document is missing. The DPP declined to state which document is missing. So I could back up and go back to the arrest that were promised in 2023, DPP. What brought that on? How them know so other people get arrested? What made them think other people should be behind the bars like Miss Gina and Panton? Why would bring that on? That them say before the next court date, there'll be more suspect arrests made. So why not so? Everything just fizzle out. We don't know if we find this. We can't find that. I mean, why not so? How come not even arrest neck? So like Nigel Clark, drag down everything and gone. We don't know what going on so. I play, we not play again, you know. The ramping done. I'm there so turn up for labor right. My platform turn up for PNP. My platform turn up for people who no vote. It's a nonsense. This is like a criminal enterprise. It's a nonsense. You're after 2 years and you come back and you believe say, you think say, you gonna play some game with me. And we're gonna sit down, sir. Look at mama. She said, they are trying their best. They're trying their very best with it, she noted, adding that the discussions with her financial crimes unit have been scheduled for Monday to provide further clarity. And we are waiting and we are paying attention. We are waiting and we are paying attention. We just did 2 videos out of the blues. A spirit come to me and say, Carlos, do a video on Gene Panton. SSL, don't make it dead. Because these stories, they want them to die out and bloggers stop talk about that. You see what I said? So she said they are trying their very best with it, she noted, adding that discussions with the Financial Crimes Unit have been scheduled for Monday to provide further clarity. The FID said it is working on providing the additional evidence. FID, stop play, boy, man. What do you know? The whole lot of corrupt it look like. And this is one that don't want to show we say the FID corrupt and we can't trust on. And that don't want to show we say the FID, the Financial Investigation Division, is corrupt and we can't trust on. And what do you know, man? We have allocated sufficient resources to ensure that we try our best to obtain the vital piece of outstanding information. Them argument not sound solid and concrete to me. This is not concrete. It's like, yes, we have the evidence and we'll be delivering it by Monday. Well, this is not that me I hear you, so. I try, you go try if you find it. I want to tell we say. People now you are going. We have allocated sufficient resources to ensure that we try our very best to obtain the vital piece of outstanding information. And we believe that these will be obtained. Believe. Peer guesting us up, said Keith Darian, the head of investigations at the Financial Crimes Law Enforcement Entity. I opened and I played with you. He noted that the investigation has been complex and said the agency has provided well over 90% of the requisite material. So what I wait for? What about the Crow report? What happened to it? Taxpayer money pay for that, you know. What happened to the Crow report? On the corrupt, you know, one corrupt bunch, you know. What happened to the Crow report, dirty boss? What happened to it? We want to know taxpayers' money pay for it, on holding it from the people. What happened to the Crow report? What happened to it? You see, you know, Oh no. It is oftentimes, this is FID, it is oftentimes a challenge to get the necessary evidence to complete the case file. They say what I'm to feed. The cruel. What them come up with? What I'm to the people who are supposed to lock up from 2023? I mean, what I want to say? So what kind of evidence you guys were looking at that time that to the belief say people are worthy, more people are worthy of going behind bars? What is going on here, Jamaica? What you like not now come out of this? This is just another screw you guys a middle finger to all Jamaicans. It is oftentimes a challenge to get the necessary evidence to complete the case file. This is so in the SSL investigation, which, as we indicated earlier, goes back over 12 years, when the first sign of alleged impropriety commenced, Darian said. The SSL fraud case, which impacted more than 200 clients, including Jamaican sprint legend Usain Bolt, who lost $12.7 million US, has sparked widespread public outrage. The prolonged investigative and prosecutorial process has led to mounting frustration among victims and questions from the wider public. The FID first indicated in December of 2023 that it had submitted a file to DPP's office for ruling. So the FID first indicated in December 2023 that it had submitted a file to DPP's office for ruling. However, the DPP has insisted that there were outstanding issues affecting the assessment. Not enough evidence is back. Opposition leader Mark Golden has been among critics of the slow pace. In October 2024, the government urged patience as concerns grow over the pace of the investigation. Then Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark acknowledged the delays but defended the thoroughness. Here I know. He acknowledged the delays. He knows the delay are going slope, but defended the thoroughness of the probe, highlighting the complexity of the case. The DPP has recommended that the FID collected 3 further statements, the process of which has already commenced. I understand the frustration and the desire for tangible results. I share these feelings too, Clark said at the time. A liar tell Clark, you know, share nothing. Yo, go on where I go, man. The fraud, which dates back to at least 2010, as uncovered in January 2023, prompting an intensive investigation by law enforcement authorities with support from international forensic auditors, Kroll Associates UK. The firm's findings submitted in November 2023. You hear that, people? The firm's findings submitted in November 2023. So the whole of the last year, we're not here, we're now 2025 right now, helped expanded the scope of the probe. We want to see the result of that that findings, revealing that the fraud involvement over 200 accounts and exceeded over 30 million US, far surpassing the initial estimate of over 2 billion affecting 40 accounts. Llewellyn highlighted the intricacies of prosecuting financial crimes. You hear ya? Pushing back against criticism that charges have yet to be filed against additional suspects. Fraud prosecutions are of such that it's almost impossible if you decide to go on a whim or a feeling or a conjecture, a suspicion. If you go and you don't have the material, you can't get it again, she explained, emphasizing that the meticulous approach is necessary to ensure a successful prosecution. Miss not enough evidence. Comparing financial crimes to other criminal cases, she noted, the different types of offenses require different approaches. If you have a fairly complex murder case and you pretty much have most of the material, but maybe the post-mortem reports might be outstanding, you can take a chance and go with that. But it depends on the circumstances, she said. The DPP stressed that while public impatience is understandable, the legal process must be followed to ensure justice is served. It doesn't work that way, where people assume that because a simple case gets to trial quickly a complex fraud case should follow the same timeline. Each case has to be assessed according to its own particular set of facts, she said. To date, Jean Ann Panton, a former client relationship manager at SSL, is the only individual charged in connection with the fraud. She faces a 21-count indictment, including charges of forgery, larceny as a servant, and engaging in transactions involving criminal property. Authorities have indicated that further charges are possible, but the DPP must first receive all required evidence to proceed. People, in 2023, they promised us that. The people are getting locked up. Lewin acknowledged the public demand for swift action, but reiterated that the integrity of the prosecution must come first. Woman Galangayad. The DPP said she will be speaking with her head of unit for finance crime on Monday. So I'll get an even further update, because it's not just a question of getting the material, but ensuring that we have enough. Clients, including Bolt, have brought civil cases against SSL, but these matters have virtually stalled in court. Stalled. The government, through the Financial Service Commission, which regulates investment houses such as SSL, is fighting back for control of the entity. Last May, the Supreme Court ended its temporary management of the indebted company and added control to the trustee, who was appointed by the directors. The FSC is appealing the decision. The trustee is pursuing the validation of the claims by SSL clients and the winding up of the country's oldest brokerage firm under the supervision of the court. In October report, the trustee, Cadian Campbell, report that the book value of the assets that he received when the temporary management arrangement ended on May 31 this year was $770 million. However, it said the releasable value of the assets was expected to range between 107 million to 254 million. People, and they go on and on. It's soon done, so let me finish it. SSL total liabilities were estimated at 1.03 billion up to the end of May this year, the report said. It added that distributions or payments could be made to cover legal fees and transactions costs for winding up the company. However, there would be no payouts to cover statutory obligation, such as taxes or clients. A second trustee report is expected to be released. Hold on there. Let me read that part here again. If I hear my ears and the money not go there. However, there would be no payouts to cover statutory obligations, such as taxes and clients. Let me read the whole paragraph. SSL's total liabilities were estimated at $101.03 billion up to the end of May this year, the report said. It added that distributions or payouts could be made to cover legal fees and transaction costs. So only legal fees and transaction costs for winding up the company. However, there would be no payouts to cover statutory obligations such as taxes or clients. A second trustee report is expected to be released this month. People want to believe? What a thing not true? What a baga? What a baga? Want to believe if you let out Jean Ann Panton? Hey? People, them about to screw we again to rotted. Them about, tell me what you think in the comment section about this. Let me go to a short break. And I'll be right back.
The PNP only argue about how the pie share up, how the cake cut up. But they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lies.
Welcome back, family. Now, based on what I read a while ago, it looked like enough of it screwed, you know. So then I have money for this, pay clients and that. They don't got money for wind down and ray. Not two people. So hold on there. That $15 million a month. Why do? Did we get back the money from the banana catastrophe from the Ministry of Agriculture, NIS money, health money, and all the money there? And National Housing Trust money? Did we get back that money to pay into that $15 million a month? What did we get out of it? Because it seems as if everybody got left with the bag man. Stockman getting money alone. What did we taxpayers get out of it? Where is the money from the NHT? Where is the money from the Ministry of Health? Where is the money from NIS? Where is the money from the Ministry of Agriculture? Where is the money from the Banana Catastrophe Fund? So we will never recoup that. And we have to be paying $15 million a month, people, to keep SSL door open. And we cannot get no answer to these investigations. Millions, hundreds of millions of taxpayer money. $15 million a month in any hospital would go a long way. Imagine $15 million a month in a hospital, any one of them, for 1 year. Think about the improvement. That's not 1 year. Remember, 15 million point upon nothing, you know. Think about what that will do to a hospital. $15 million a month for 1 year to any single hospital. Just make one of them good, so people from all over Jamaica can go there. Just build one way good. And start with the rest. $15 million a month, people. Nigel Clark came to us and asked that we pay $15 million a month to SSL people. Look, I want to explain how this thing going on. Who remembered in 2023 when Nigel Clark came out and said, him announced this, my ask taxpayers put this out there, and they get backlash. Because we decided to say, no, SSL must not get to tax money. When we shut it down, hurt the country bad. And Nigel Clark realized that we mad about the money at that time. The backlash was big, people, huge. Thank God for bloggers. Me not lie you. And Uno in the comment section. So Nigel Clark come back out again. And Nigel Clark said the second time around that he's not going to use taxpayers' money, but him find some money, which is not taxpayers' money. When Nigel Clark tell us about the money when find, he said the money is confiscated drugs money and scamming money. We look at Nigel Clark and say, look like an idiot or what? How for agents go confiscate that? Drugs money and scamming money is for the people. So right there, we find us rotted. So if Nigel Clark, the finance minister, believe that scamming money and drugs confiscated money and not with money, what are they doing with these money? Remember the big house load of money when they find a man to go be? Yeah, man, the money in the house from floor to ceiling. Remember the house there with them boss? What happened to those money? So monies like that would be enough with money, not taxpayers. Based on what Nigel Clark tell me, you know, remember when he came out the second time? He said, me find money, but it's not taxpayers' money. It is drugs money, confiscated money. People, you hear that? I would say, no, Nigel Clark, we're from here. I feel with money that. I feel with money that. As a matter of fact, every novel gravel in those money must be spent back on the youths. So the youth them can deter from the life of crime when to catch those men in our own get to seize that money. Men who do criminal activity. Pump those money in the youth. Don't have the money behind. What do you do with all the money there? So Nigel Clark run back in because remember, you know, people, me tell you it going to come on social media, you know, me tell you, me one of them, you know, we beat him, you know, and other bloggers. The second time around, I said, go for yourself. I feel with money that idiot. So Nigel Clark come out back, then push him out on a wheelbarrow. The third time, people, you think I joke me I make? I mean, I wonder what the hell, how is it SSL so important to them? Why am I trying everything and bend up himself in a pretzel? So the third time around, the man, then push him out on a wheelbarrow again. I don't start pushing him out like the man did the woman in the parliament, no, in the parliament wheelbarrow. Same thing. The third time around, guess what Nigel Clark told us? Remember, I do videos and all of these, you know. So I have to go read them in my head, the video then on social media. The third time around, Nigel Clark come out and said, all right, we now take the drugs money, You know, because Uno say, him never say that so many terms. Him tell me say the third time that them found SSL have some insurance money a come in. This is about what somewhere about October, November down there, so almost the end of the year, I tell you these things, you know. But the government take it over from the 17th of January. So that means that anything when SSL have out there, the government want to confiscate to sell and give people their money or whatever. If that be the case, the government didn't know everything we then got will come in. So I believe Nigel Clark would have known about this money, insurance money, where SSL expect to receive before him come to it for this $15 million so a month. So I said to myself, say, in my videos, come and do enough video on them, you know. How wicked Nigel Clark could have been? No one said we are barely make it. People sleep on ground, a hospital, and sleep in a chair and dead in there. Want to come to we poor taxpayers? We give you $15 million a month to keep the lights on for these people. You should have locked them down. And you know in your heart, say that them have this insurance money are coming because only did it from the 17th of January 2023. I remember that clearly. Because them ball out say, boy, it's on the 7th. People go look on it and say, my brain I get a water, yeah, man. It is the 7th of January 2023. Yeah, them ball out say we have a problem here, trouble there. And it's 10 days after the 17th, the feed was there. You understand me I say? So if it did it from January, how come down October down the so weird on you come ask with the money? Like you know, say them have this insurance money are come in. So we look at them as wicked man, a grind poor people. People. And I don't say Dan them alone a criminal in Jamaica, you know. You think that Dan them are the only criminal? No, man, enough criminal out here. Let me show you something I go on so now. Now, look on that. Look what you're looking at. Look what you're looking at. These are the different offices. We're in a one-man office. Your Prime Minister. You hear me say? I'm going to show you. These are the many offices we're under the octopus. Because you must have octopus hands. Many hands. 8 of them. To can handle so much office. That's why everything I feel under the Prime Minister. All of these things, I believe, is not but corruption. How is it a Prime Minister is going to have all these offices? Look, the Constituency Development Fund. You talk about money. It's in the Prime Minister's office. His wife is a chairperson within that committee. His wife is a chairwoman in the Constituency Development Fund. Then you have the Culture, Health, Arts, Sports, and Education, Chase, which me hear the doctor say money from the Chase Fund should have spent on the hospital, but them draw back the money and did not spend it on the hospital. Let's listen to this.
National in the Cayman Islands.
Up first this evening, officials at the Bustamante Hospital are on the defensive this evening amid suggestions by the Health Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, that they should also take responsibility for some of the issues plaguing the hospital.
TVJ's Kirk Wright spoke with Dr. Warren Blake, an orthopedic surgeon and consultant.
It has been a challenging few months at the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Orthopedic surgeon and consultant Dr. Warren Blake knows firsthand what medical staff had to do to keep the operations running. It is why he's concerned about the comments made by the Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton about the malfunctioning AC units in the operating rooms. The minister pointed to poor maintenance of the infrastructure by the hospital's administrators for some of the recurring problems. According to Dr. Blake, that's not the case. He referred us to a plan put in place back in April to fix the AC units in all operating rooms. He said if that plan was allowed to go ahead, problems with the AC units would be non-existent.
And that plan was to have been funded by the Chase Fund. The administration of the hospital was well involved in this, and when they sent to the ministry to get permission was denied. And the minister needs to also address the reasons why the permission was denied to go ahead with the plans earlier this year to fix the hospital. And it's because of this denial That's part of the major reason why we don't have any operating theatre functioning properly at the Children's Hospital at this time.
As it relates to suggestions that patients can do operations at the university hospitals of the West Indies, Dr. Blake says it's easier said than done.
In fact, one of our patients who were on the list for the mission was in fact sent to the university hospital to try and get her done through the hospital. She returned to us when she got an invoice for $1 million. All right, we were told that the invoice would probably have been waived, but when the mother faced with an invoice like that, she didn't want to go through all the problems to get the invoice waived, so she came back down to Bustamante Hospital.
Dr. Blake says for months now, he has had to be cancelling major surgeries because of problems with the hospital's AC unit. At the press conference, Minister Tufton also said it was difficult to get persons to maintain equipment. Dr. Blake stated the reason why contractors are reluctant to carry out servicing at public hospitals.
None of the suppliers want to maintain their equipment because they don't get paid. And if they do get paid, they get paid very late. So the ministry is looked upon as a very bad creditor.
Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
No, all them things I make you feel that what made us show you a while ago, $15 million a month. I'll pay to SSL to keep the lights on and pay staff. See that $15 million a month. See that a month. $15 million a month. And them can't even operate and have to put on important operation at the hospital. For you Jamaicans, for us, for we. These are the politics, you know. Everybody gets sick, you know. Everybody gets sick. Think about it, people. That them up give SSL $15 million a month. And Nigeria Clark now stop and stop and stop. Till they find the money. Whether the drugs money, whether fuel money, whether the insurance money, where coming. Eh? So how is it they find money for everything else? But they can't find money to fix AC in that operating theater from the Chase Fund. So back to the Prime Minister portfolio, things were in him office, Mr. Octopus. Let's get to them people. Me they must think of the damn them alone to get fixed up, boy, and the youth them in the ghetto. We need to fix from top. So as you can see the culture, health, arts, sports, and education, Chase. So from this fund, we're in the Prime Minister office, the money was supposed to come from it to fix the hospital. As you can hear the doctor say, Mr. Tufton say, don't bother with the repair. Scrap it. Doctor ask him what one, no answer him can't get. Them can't pay bills. So it seems as if them take out the money out of the chip. I don't know what one, you know. Electoral Matters, Electoral Commission of Jamaica. And well, on this platform, I talk about this until my vice host. How the PNP now make more noise for the officer come out of the man office. If I can go court, do something. Because I don't think which judge is gonna side with the Prime Minister to have the electoral office in him. No have to know which judge out there in them right mind is gonna side if the PNP take them go court. Is gonna side, I think the Prime Minister is a good office. We have an office like this in them office. I don't see the PNP make a budge on it. I'm gonna stop talk about it. We leave them alone because I think them have some magic card in their back pocket. So we have the electoral office, electoral commission office nestled in the Prime Minister office. Human Employment and Resources Training Trust, National Training Agency that are hard. Now, anything we see I get money, you know, because we know Heart get funding. Heart must get some funding from somewhere. Any money are coming anyway, them have to lock off. No other agency can run them. Nobody. Any money are coming. If Heart get money from anywhere, you know them agencies they get funding, right? Education, you know. Yeah. So that's what we believe, right? So that in an office, the JDF in the Prime Minister office. I want you guys know what's going on today. Agencies of the OPM, the Office of the Prime Minister. Let's go to second one. We have 5 there, so we have 5 more. JIS, Jamaica Information Service. That's why when you look at JIS, you go on the page, there is nothing else but the Prime Minister on it and the Labour Right Party. JIS should be given information about Jamaica. So therefore, I believe if you put the Prime Minister's information in there and why am I going with the theme party, you must also throw the PNP in it too, because on a labor right who pay the taxes to keep this thing functioning. It is taxpayer who are pay JIS. So this called like a JLP information service and not JIS. No more. Jamaica Social Investment Fund. You hear that again? Jamaica Social Investment Fund. Who you believe said a lack of them are sitting here? Such man, JISCO, Jansu International Industrial Park and Special Economic Zone. Now we Jamaica don't know what going on in them there, you know. We don't know about funding and what's going on with them. Look, funny number name, then name their number 8. We don't know what going on, people. We don't know what going on with all them office and them and office, you know. We don't know what going on with JISCO, you know. Jansu International Industrial Park and Special Economic Zone Project. What is that? What is that, people? Can anybody tell me what is that? National Identification System needs been pushed from Suchman office. Been pushed from Suchman office. Number 10, Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica. See there. PBCJ. So him control the media. Do you see it? Taxpayers are paid. When they go upon them, nothing else more than the Prime Minister. And I don't think it should be like that. We're not in some Nazi Germany or North Korea. Registered General Department and Island Records. So therefore, all the records are in a Prime Minister office, in a people. Island Records, what is the officer doing in a Prime Minister office, people? Registered General Department and Island Records. People, look good. So it's, we get to understand, say the land agency and everything and all that in the Prime Minister office. Social partnership, state protocol, whatever the hell them there is. Vernon Field, Eurotropolis development projects, development project. So Vernon Field, Eurotropolis development project. But I just want to tell you, anything you see in the Prime Minister office, don't take it lightly. Give it a corner eye. So these are what we find in them office. They were them listed on the page so far, 14. But we get to understand we are here, say the land agency over there and water and all that. So, hey, if we keep counting, we probably have to use with toes. You see it? So, yeah. So what we're looking at here, people, back to the argument. It seems as if politicians set up themselves in Jamaica. Year after year, believe, say, boy, you vote them, come in the office. Anything will come in there, it's up to them to thief and give what is left. Man come in the maga, left fat, man will come poor, left rich. Man both sides. What we are seeing now before, we have never seen anything like this. We have never seen anything like this, family. This is something else. Let me go to a short break, gentle people, and I'll be right back.
The PNP only argue about how the pie share up, how the cake cut up. But they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lies.
Welcome back, people. Well, me have my virgin producer Wayne there and I want to explain certain thing and, you know, fling some fire. We are saying, Wayne, talk to me. We are listen.
Yes, the one where you did say state protocol, you know, no.
Yeah.
What that being, that is all the state ceremonials, like when the Governor General appoint people, when the Governor General speech, when them a meet other foreign leaders, when them a have, you know, all them big ceremonial when they come out with them pageantry.
Yes.
That is the state protocol bit where him office responsible for.
Yes.
But among the thing them where name, the office, the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation.
Yes.
There's a whole host of things that fall under that. You have NEPA, you have water, where Matthew Samuda deal with.
And land.
Then you have land, you have the one where Nesta deal with.
Rada.
The National Work Agency.
Rada.
You have RAD. There's so many things that come.
So hold on. That's why RADA is so politicized.
And job creation.
Yes. That's why RADA is so politicized and rather than function for the people again. Continue, my brother.
Yeah, all of those things. The Prime Minister have a whole host of things. That's why I'm confused as to how we get the chance to do anything, or all of these agencies and departments where I run. Can him alone oversee so much people reporting to him? And as I keep asking him, how much ministry him run? Because apart from the agencies, them we know him run two ministry: Ministry of Defense and Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, which we know him have sub-minister under him. In that area, such as Nesta and Samuda and all of that. But it's an awful, and members say again, in the electoral commission thingy, they get drawn in to that as well, the ombudsman office.
Yeah, in the electoral commission.
Also get drawn in. Go back for number one. Up, let me see. But in the economic growth and job creation, a whole heap. And
so that's what them hide.
Anything you have to list there, so yeah. It hits up in the
Office of Economic Growth.
Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Like anything you know, so like land agency, water, NEPA, and all of them something there. Anything you know, see there, so that's hooks up in that the ministry there.
You know your people? Can one man do that, people? People who come here. Come here, people. Come here, people. Come here. We are eh? People. That's why the country are mash up. Because we have a madman and every office. I believe that somebody's office wing has been reduced to a file cabinet. Because
maybe I'll run them for a fold up on the phone in their pocket too.
That's right, because just the other day me hear one of them agencies were in their office a ball for more staff. So how come people under you understaff? So they tell me say he might hold the country and I choke it.
Because him have so much, it looks like he just push anything, give anyone to do in a office, because he have a lot of things running from him office.
So therefore, him have the right to employ anybody want to put in these offices. Control them.
Oh yes.
So hold on. So under the Office of Economic Growth and Job Creation, you find when putting friend Norman Brown also in a UDC and Overland Agency, Housing Authority, or Housing Agency of Jamaica, HAJ. Yeah. Look at that, people.
I won't things we have on that economic growth and job creation. You just puff up anything you want. That's so.
So when they look for the people, I hold it for officer and one man still, you know. Sometimes we say 17, sometimes we say 19. But when they look under the Office of Economic Growth and Job Creation.
Yeah, that whole lot of things under it. A lot. Environment, water, road work.
NEPA, RADA, NSWA, National Work Agency. Eh? Look on that. Come on, people. Come on. One man, people.
Look at the failure in all those areas, though, Carlos. Look on water and road.
Eh? Social housing. Social housing a failed too. Water, road, people. Lord Jesus.
Because the Prime Minister cannot do so many things. You have to trust people around him to take more decision-making power rather than him think he's the only one that should make all the decision. Him actually need more people to do more things.
So now that we know that's why I check get fair mash up the piece of land they don't send and they don't Miami Bay. Because the people must say it's an environmental sensitive piece of land. Them don't know how NEPA give check the authorization and now check start clear the land right above Duns River Fall. In them office
That's
people.
Why, That's why you know how everybody celebrate Marcus Garvey with the Americans. Them have come up on the one side, then on the other side we give the Marcus Garvey land to the Chinese them. So I don't know what sense it makes for them to heal the partner, whatever. So them not teach Marcus Garvey, them a give a Marcus Garvey land. The sort of more talk don't really make much sense.
But that's true because they not teach about Marcus Garvey in no school, but yeah, you know, yeah, they won't go talk about it. They never like Marcus Garvey, just like how they never like Bob Marley. These men have to go outside in the cloud follower right now. Yeah, man, none of them jump up on the train. Look on the land on Wayne. Let me tell you something. You believe say any Jamaica, to your knowledge?
Number 14. No, sir. Judgment.
Yeah, what is that, Wayne? Vernon Field Euro-Chapolis Development Project. What kind of project is that?
Vernon Field. You know there's an airstrip at Vernon Field?
Yes.
And you know, so wherever airstrip, there are a lot of drugs drop off and pick up, and a lot of illegal stuff get drop off and pick up. That's the most I can say about these places.
Did may I hear about?
There may be a correlation to Vernon Field and Tickman shooting too. Hey.
Me hear something like that, Wayne. And that you take it out of my mouth. You know you hear things too. Vernon Field and Tickman. So such man I run out Vernon Field.
You know, see Miss Wholeness in your walking.
Well, no, you know, the last place we see her, we'll be there Florida, last place we see her Florida when them boo her, find that we don't see her come up here again in the boss.
Miss Wholeness, I hear say your name a call, but your name a call again.
Eh?
Your name a call up with that Tickman that Miss, how you bad looking summer?
How what you say, Wayne? How much Wholeness?
Name a call, I'm going to send you the video, somebody come out brawling at our code and you say go.
Oh shoot!
And you know me love car news.
But
somebody take call or somebody talking brawling per video so they can sue me. They have to sue the first publisher. Somebody said they hear say Miss Wholeness are doing development down a Spanish town which would fall into Tickman turf. And Tickman say, no up now do ya if me not have my food. And at that the big bangarang here between him and them. Oh, look on the face.
What a thing!
That bangarang clear way between him and them over me here. Say Andrew and Juliet them decide say them not pay no extortion money. So Babsy have to remove her protection.
What you ask?
Me don't know master. Me don't know something here. And upon internet talk so they can see me talking.
These are some serious allegations, my brother.
Man,
what?
To let them a call and Can you imagine? Juliet Wholeness name again. Pan land, pan house, pan development, pan assassination. No, sir. Juliet name again. Woman, you're bad looking.
How about the cloth going, sir? How about the cloth going? Me I hear about the ear feel and all them things, how them follow him. All these allegations out there, you know, people. Thick man, you know.
Yes,
the Vernon Field Airport. How are going there, bro? Eh?
Among his story,
But the truth will come out, you know, because
not the truth, them just a drip, so all we have to do is set one bucket and we'll touch enough truth in it. Just a drip, so Carlos, you just set a bucket. When the bucket's full, then we get the whole story.
I do.
Name a call again. Sorry for Juliet name.
What a thing. Now, well, when me see them a grown and kill off the Dan and me see them a kill off the youth, them in the ghetto. And the biggest problem up at it come from Wayne. That is the problem.
That them gone loose plan them, Carlos, and that them not come here. So when they Hickman asks Babsy says him he's a Senate boy.
She don't like that. These people have a chokehold for the country people. People, the Dan and all that, the garrison life and the bad man is.
Why you think Babsy go down the sick country them? Open up your business, get back to work. We have moved on because Babsy knows that she got put a new Dan in place. And gonna go by KFC and Lord, I want ton KFC bone cross Jamaica people throat. Them stop sell out themselves for KFC.
They were doing it for KFC, man. They love the KFC bad.
Bloody hell. Part of the same thing with so toxic.
Why? I can't tell when me eat KFC. We pass the place every minute and then empty. The last time we do a video, I'm showing you guys how the place is empty up here. So empty. Why? Sometimes I know this.
You see too much putting galang in here, so if me want chicken and chips, would I prefer go the halal shop them go buy more and go buy some KFC.
No, sir. No, sir. So we have you heard anything further on the ground of Spanish Town? Them kind of calm down. Can you know say the news is not all we listen to, you know?
Well, you know, some Babsy must store a whole heap of money, you know. Fan you say Babsy go down, they go get the order. Babsy put in a new Dan and throw in a whole heap of money because Babsy cannot take a flare up right now going into an election. So them have to quell the people. You know the people they don't take much to buy them out anyway.
No, Jamaica people very forgiving. Just come in and come buy them out. If you got thick money, we moved on. What? We moved on. Just like that. We moved on. So somebody else did a loyalist. So I guess it's a loyalist that they know with them.
Yes.
As a leader. But I mean, Jaja, them politicians are the real people. Are them a mash up the country, the people. Jamaica people are them a mash up the country with corruption and everything, the crime, people that come from them. Don't forget that the British ambassador said that Jamaican politicians are bringing in guns in the country, among other things. And with the US and Canada.
So they tell Babsy and Chang when you say rainy in the guns, them guns are cause too much problem. They make the rain in them guns.
But them go fit down and come here Andrew and say, boy, now we get a chance to change. Wait, what can I done? What let me ask you a question. What happened to the rest of politicians them done? What happened to the rest of politicians we have man around them?
Me same plan say any done raise their head is taking them down. Look, it look like not done nothing talk again, but they can build them colors and get rid of them because them build more of them and build them more powerful than some of the police them. That's why some of the police can go in some of the areas where them done them control. So
that is true. Police have to look friend.
It's going to be a battle.
Jaja. So that's why the police have to always, me notice the police have to always side with the Dan them. And the police can't go like them a pass it down and not talk to them. Police have to go friend them, people. I want to know it going on, people. Police have to go look friend with the Dan. Let me tell you something. In my community, there was one of them so-called Dan there, a political inchman, same way. When the police them come in there, them have to talk to him, people, and friend him up, And when they come in there, they can't lock him up. Them man, they do all type of stuff, and they can't lock him up. Or else police get moved.
They're protected by politicians.
Politician people. Remember, police, law enforcement cannot lock him up. Why? Because politicians more powerful than the police. Yeah, in Jamaica, police can't lock up no politician even if they see them a drive drunk. Remember that? Huh? So that is our problem in Jamaica, people. We're tired of it. We're tired of it, bro. You're not tired of the corruption, my brother?
We're tired of the corruption, but we even tired more of how the people them wake up to the foolishness. Then I get deeper and deeper into it. Because if you can't see how serious things I get, I make politicians buy you out with as simple as box food, Carlos. Whereby you don't eat the little chips, you're hungry again, and you eat the piece of fat, oily chicken skin. All start of illness, take you, and other people willing to sell out.
But this
that even irritate me more.
This brother, they tell you what's going on. Hold on there.
The rest of them who were there get $5,000 and a box lunch.
See there? That's it. That's what I take. 5,000 and a box lunch. The people them sometimes I wonder, Wayne, if I something we I eat because them work on way, Because I read something the other day in Africa, Bill Gates and them friend that work on some neurological mind stuff over there. And them start with the Africans, them and a mess around people's brain. Yeah? Make it more aggressive and keep.
People must stop drink Coke and Pepsi, Carlos. Anything Bill Gates invests in, don't eat it, don't drink it. As long as you know that Bill Gates invests in there.
Peer experiment that man they try people.
Don't drink it. Simple.
No, I'm going now with food. No, I'm going now with food.
If I used to drink it, I wouldn't from here say, you have shares in a Heineken and them something there. I wouldn't have anything to do with anything where Bill Gates have any shares in it.
I'm going to food now. However escape him. Yes. However escape him. I apply yam for my veranda. I apply yam for my veranda in a bucket.
And them grass like cow.
Whoa!
You ever got up no cow?
Eh?
You ever got that time buck up no cow?
No, cow they're not healthy as people that do all not rain and they don't get sick.
Wow.
Eh? 5,000 and a box lunch, my brother. I hit a mash up the country. People, whether or not PNP and labor right, people don't come out of that mindset. Do you hear me? Get out of that mindset. Start challenging on the politician. Start challenging them. Ask them question. What tired of road and water? We need something else. Low budget lifestyle from my boy. They promise road and water. Road and water in a win. Every election, you know?
Because the people don't say. The people not able to listen what them say. Half the time you see politicians and talk, the people have no clue what the politician said. Half of them after campaign, motorcade or whatever, they cannot tell you what they heard because they weren't listening for anything other than they were just making noise.
Well, let me say that up here all the time because we used to go to a conference over there in Jamaica, you know. You're not going to listen to nothing. You just go there because the MP did it. And anytime they say, and this is Wayne from Northwest St. Elizabeth. MP Wayne. And that time we make the noise, you know. No, and that, yes, and we want to make sure the boss knows when we come, that means anything I run. Me there. I say, God, let's look at things, make people go to place a win. Hand out. Tell me, I tell you. Enough money to go, them things, them are go there to make sure, say, boss, me come at conference, you know. Yeah, man, me there, you know. You understand me that needs anything I go on, you're the first in line.
That's why half the people on the campaign don't go vote election day.
That is not no lie.
Don't follow the campaign just for the little drippings.
Look at me never vote. What? Me never vote. Me never vote. But look, but me not get nothing. Think about it, Wayne. I don't get nothing when I got a conference. I'm get a bus for shot, you know. Stay in a $1. When I go on motorcade, I'm get a bus for shot. Stay in a $1. You understand me? So I get nothing. I benefit nothing from nobody. You know. And I just, like I say, euphoria. Something go on. Whoa, Lord God. Nice I come up the road. I'll PNP jump on labor at motorcade. I'll labor at jump on PNP motorcade just to do something. That's all. Not their country. Yeah. That's why election come. Half the people come out come vote. You know? So my brother, man, as I respect you know, every time, you know.
Yeah, man. All right. Later.
Yes, my brother, man, as I respect. So, yeah, I'm going to tell the people them goodbye same way. But, you know, we have touched the topic of, we just want to know, say, I know they done them are the only criminal of Jamaica. They are the criminal to have Jamaica got changed like a year and honest. I say Spanish town is beautiful and it can change. What about upper top there? The country is beautiful and it can change. Start with politician. All me here is new laws and policies for the man down at bottom. There are no new laws and policy upper top.
We have to have workable systems and enforcement.
Yes.
Of the laws what we have. We don't need no new law. We need enforcement of the laws.
Thank you.
And we need politicians to stop interfering in what the security services do.
Anytime we get that a shift in that people and more power to the investigative bodies, anytime we see that happen, then we know the country is on the right footing. But other than that, Jamaica struggle people. Corruption and kill man.
Yeah.
Corruption and destroy our beautiful island. Gentle people, thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah, my name is Jamaican Carlos.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Yes, Wayne. Man, as I respect my brother every time.
All right, then.
Yeah, man. Yes, my brother. Thanks for everyone. Yeah, manners and total respect on this platform. Yeah, man. So, Claudia Patterson said, you are lying the last time you said you were one of them that got spoils. But never get no spoil from MP. MP never give me nothing. No, sir. Never get that thing from them. Not a thing. Me never get fertilizer. Me never get chicken. Me never get iron fat. Me never get hoe. Never get anything from the MP. Nah, man. Me too young them days. Me a young youth, you know, them time there, you know. Nah, man. Too much haga, Claudia. Too much labor right. Because the place of living in a labor right constituency, you know. I come from town, right? I will come from town, come a country. My father and my mother, PNP, right? I will live in a labor right constituency. And my father get run off a site, man. Get, you know, any layoff I go on, my father get layoff first. But the only reason my father get work on the site is because I'm a Rasta man and they respect him. So I'm in the heart of labor right and I'm a PNP, I'm a Rasta man. And then I back down and go bow for labor right. My father is like that. Everybody know my PNP and a Rasta man and start body fire. But any layoff first, my father get it. My parents don't get no help from no politician. You know, so them that give a government house, Claudia, and because we poor and live in our old people rent house, you know. And we say people that get house run, as some know say government wicked, you know. Politics are wicked something, you know. Remember, we live for one hill, for our old house. And them build one housing scheme close by way. And people, believe me, people will not need no house, get house, you know. People have them house already get house, you know, and rent it out, you know. And all people, if you get it like us, never get no house. So we don't get nothing from politics. My parents, me, none of them never do nothing for me. Not a thing, sister. I must be the wrong person I talk about. Wrong blogger. And not me, man. Not even my parents. We suffered. We suffer. We suffer, Mr. Government House. One of the labor inchman where you're talking about the kind of done in the community. Him get a government house for like food for the poor house, you know. Guess where the boy I go put it? In a coffee walk, I'm yard. Live in a nice home, you know. And him get a house on the housing scheme. Him get a house on the housing scheme. And improve it. Build it even bigger. You know, with loot and sit them I get from politics. Same house nice, and there was a scheme. And him get a house and put in a coffee walk and grandparents in house. Coffee walk in stay there rotten. Having the Gilbert zinc them come in. Thousands of zinc in the same government house in the coffee walk. Me live and me see all these things, people. Me see how politics work and how them inchman work. Me see how it work. Me see how it work. Me grew up around that. I grew up around these men. Hang around them. So I tell the people, these politics, and believe me, if it was the PNP neighborhood we live in, and them do the same construction in there, it would have been the same thing too. It would be different because those all politics work in Jamaica. It would have been the same thing if it was the PNP community me dropping up. Yeah, and me a labor right, my parents are labor right. You know, it would be no different. Everybody take. So the man who get the chance, that's what I'm telling you, man, these inchman and these dons and sitting man, and this politician know them. How can a politician take zinc to give to poor people? Go give to a dan / era leader to give away. And thinking that it's going to give away equality to everybody. The PNP now go get it because the labor right to issue it. People, there's a little youth, you know. Come there on the youth I give away, you know, because that them in a group of my yard, you know. Yeah, man, I know my parents, I know my family, so I'm close to him. But my family are PNP. But it's only so close. Yeah? So we go there and stay, man, roll up and them pick up truck people and them get Gilbert zinc and them house, nothing to them house, you know. Man come from yonder because a labor right I give it zinc. And then yes, one labor right place there, so and then them come get zinc people. When they close the place where them give it the Gilbert zinc, these men have zinc a sell thousands and thousands of zinc. No poor people don't get zinc by them house yet. So look what I go on there, so. You think it's different today? Do you think it's different from today? This is from when me a little youth. I mean, I go out barefoot, go stand up. Me a little youth, I walk out barefoot, gentle people. Me that go, they go stand up and watch all of that I go on. I mean, I observe the movement of things will come for poor people. Poor relief. It was at a bank. Them a give it way. And it's controlled by politics. Politics inch man, some woman where know the MP and peer labor right there. And them a issue the things. Some of them a take the best things them out. And them a got them yard with it. Them a give them friend. Some a go and come back. People, you know, give way. That's why Jamaica stays so, you know. That's why Jamaica stays so. That's why I see them agree with a bag of food in a Jamaica, them poor relief bag there. When they talk about them agree with a bag of food. Out of that, I want to tell you, one man will all thief 10 bag of flour out of it, you know. One man will steal 10 bag of flour out of it and go sell it. One man will have a 2, 3, 5 bag of flour and feed yard alone. But when it comes to summer, uno go get 1 or 2 pounds of flour in a plastic bag. And the years they spend millions of dollars. Eh? Jamaica have to change, people. Jamaica have to change. The other day, in California, I'm showing the other day, the people them come out to come get food. They come out with them plastic and they put it on the fence and they line up in a line to get them food. Nobody not stash off nothing. Nobody not hide off nothing. A volunteer, a work on the food truck. It's a food truck and them. Nobody not stash off. There's no stashing. There's no hiding. There's no selling two down the road and hustling it. A serious thing, people. When you do these things, you have to be serious about poor people so it reach the people. If you have people who are selling and a thief, and the poor people get 1 little bag, we should get half bag of flour, you get 2 pounds. One man thief 10 bag, next man thief 20 bag. People, it happened, people on every side. Don't lie. It happened in a PNP, it happened in a labor right. As long as politicians have some little inchman man round them, people are just so it happen, people, because the politicians are the ones who harbor the corruption. And them invite the corruption. Then they put out their foot and say, no, it should be done in an orderly fashion. You understand me, people? No, man. If a labor right time, the PNP dead for hungry. If a PNP time, the labor right dead for hungry. We don't want no more of that family. We are Jamaicans. We are not hog and goat. When PNP come in, labor right must not dead for hungry family. We don't want to see that. And when labor right come in, PNP must not dead for hungry family. We don't want to see that. We're all Jamaicans. Want a different structure. Tired of the hog and goat lifestyle, man. And politicians up at top of whole the country at a chokehold. People say them a whole the country. And them a do it. Social media shine light on them bright. Them can't move like a deer in a headlight. Can't you see them? How corrupt these people at top are. You have never seen them this plain. You have never seen them this bright. Social media would have accountable with you guys in the comment section. As usual, guys, I am a student in a class. Please make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. You see, if for the first time on the platform, yeah, you like the work, people, go ahead and subscribe to this platform and stay home. Yeah? And if you like what I say, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, people. We need everybody's interaction. We need your work to get it out there. So if you don't share it, you give it a thumbs up. You know, push the engine. You know, so the message can go out there. And I said respect to everybody in the comments. No vlogger and nothing. We are nothing without you guys. Vloggers are nothing without you. Social justice warrior and nothing without you. Marcus Garvey is nothing without the people. Martin Luther King is nothing without the people. The people, the people, the people, the movement. The people, the movement. So thanks to everyone there. So real sweet. Ivan Bradford. Arlen Foster, moderator. Enough love, you know. Me soon the producer Wayne will step on earlier. You know. Yeah, man. Megata Magita Hamilton. Wagwan question. What happened to the ministers in charge of those ministry that he has in his office? Are those ministers collecting pay as well as him? Just asking. Majita, may I ask that too? Because one man have all of these ministry in him office and I work hard, especially the economic growth and job creation office, where you might talk about say that good. If just Lego off fight now, because in final say, nobody now believe in numbers. Big up Mr. Christopher Campbell. You hear him now boost the economic no more, because he came out there and told us this.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
So that's what you might talk about there. Remember, them stop it, you know, them give some people and them stop the issuance of that money. They suspend it, right? I don't know till when. Somebody did tell me before them suspend it, say April. So when me hear them come out and suspend it, it was news to me. So me I wonder how much people get so far. Me hear them always I give some big numbers, but them probably give all 50 people and say they give them 100 people and 1,000 people. You know them stay. But when they came out and with that big Majita and came out and brag about that, Cliff Hughes let out the airtime tire and bust out the secret. That's why I'm no longer depend the you hear me talk about the economy. Hear what Cliff Hughes said.
Not good news. So the growth we have been having has come to an end. It is now decline. That's where we're into now. And as you heard from Dr. Henry there, for calendar year 2024, we are going to end the year poorer than how we started it collectively in terms of our output of goods and services. Not good. And therefore, making the connection, the Prime Minister would have been aware of this. He would have been aware of this.
So you see that? So you know hear no more talk about no economy. In take on crime now. And like I told her that a police officer in a Jamaica, active duty officer, I tell me say he was surprised when him hear them talk about 19% reduction in crime. Police are tell me, you know. So police I work every day on the ground, no see it. But man when in the office, I tell me say 19% reduction. I have a problem with that number also. Knowing this administration, how they like to brag and boast about every little thing and even tell life and stuff and brag with it. So when you guys were 5%, when you see 5% reduction in crime, how come them never tell me? That was something to brag about, don't it, people? 2%. Whenever you hear about the 3%, then the 5%, the 6%. How come we never come out with that? The 8% reduction in crime, whenever you're not like that. The 9, the 10, the 11, the 12, all of a sudden they bust out with this 18 figure. 18% reduction in crime. How they come with that? So that crime is reduced one time above because some light turn on somewhere. What happened? I mean, you just reduce, crime just 1 week, we just get up on crime gone on 18%. Make sense out of that, people. Don't crime supposed to gradually decrease? 1%, 2%, 5%. How is it 18% that bad stuff? What, I mean, it makes sense to you? I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it don't make no sense to me on this platform. So even the police, it don't make no sense to. That the police are telling me, say, he was surprised to hear when them people come out with that 18%. We want crime to go down in the people. We want some hope, but don't give enough false hope. Make us work on this crime thing together. It's all our country. You know, like we said, the gunshot no see color. You know, see who you vote for. You understand me? All our way are dead out there. A country me set on this platform. I'm in a business. Who you vote for? Manners, I respect people. Everybody on this platform, so must I say, enough respect to you guys. My name is Jamaican Carlos. How you guys doing? You guys are all right? Look at this before me leave, people. I just want to show you this before me leave, because this has hurt me. And I'm asleep, me I see it. Look here. Just look on that good. Police are clean the road. They might pick up garbage. They might clean trash. Community service. Pick up trash. Trash might pick up, man. I'm not a human being. A trash. A trash, people. You see that? These are the things where we have to stop. We hurt each other too much as black people. We don't need to go there. Look at that. Human being that, you know, people like a sack of garbage. Can't build that up. And the man probably broke his foot and his hand, you know. Hurt, you know, the old hand, them are children and people. How can they do somebody like that? And them other two walk up the road like Sefe. Sefe, no? Any boy test. And them same guy, remember them man a ground corner and corner people, you know. That's the way I treat the human being. Yeah, say, no wonder if I saw the feel, they don't have the feelings towards a fellow human being. If you do him so, he tell me, say, you would take him around the corner and go put one in him. Yeah, man. He tell me, say, you would take him around the corner, go put one in him. There's no need for this. It's unnecessary. Jesus, gosh. Anyway, people, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Jamaican Carlos. I'm out.
The PNP only argue about how the pie share up, how the cake cut up. But they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lies. All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation. Everything that they do must lead towards economic growth and job creation. Failure to achieve those specific targets within the time period are consequential. And then secondly, they will get a 90-day target. In other words, we want to be able to give a report card on the first 100 days of achievements. So they will get a 90-day target that they must achieve, and these are what we call the low-hanging changes that can be made within the first 90 days. And all of that is aligned to our manifesto.
The things that I know affecting whole heap of people in Jamaica is the high electricity bill. When the PNP come into power, them say them going to bring down electricity costs. What has happened since? Electricity costs keep rising. They promise that by 2016 they would have made the JPS more efficient with more efficient plants. That's not going to happen till another 2 years. And before you know it, it will be another 3 or 4 years before them actually do it. The Labour Party will make sure that we put in place more efficient electricity generated plants to bring down the cost of electricity to you. I don't like to make promise. I make commitment. And under the Labour Party government, we are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big power plants. We are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big energy companies that can put the money in here to build the plants to give you cheaper and better electricity.
The government, because the economy is growing, the government is now giving young people who are registered in HEART approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill, because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie! Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
You have a voters list in Olympic Gardens of over 30,000 people. How many of them you think are criminals? Answer me. Give me a number. How many you think of them are murderers involved in murder? I can tell you that it is not more than 20.
It's alleged that I had omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and one of these accounts was incorrectly reported as a US dollar balance by a financial institution. These matters were cleared as the accounts in question, by my recollection, were dormant, previously reported, and the balance in them were around Jamaican $3,000 and 200 euros. Other accounts were identified and alleged to be belonging to me, but undeclared. Some of these accounts were opened by my parents as far back as 1975, and my name later added, probably while I was still a child. Many Jamaicans add their children to their accounts for survivorship reasons and in the event of emergencies. I have never claimed these as my assets, and I am satisfied that the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled that there was insufficient evidence to support claims that I intentionally omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and that there is greater evidence to support my explanation as opposed to evidence to the contrary.
I needed a little clarity myself, so just to be clear. So let's say, for example,
A special report is tabled on the matter that the country is waiting to hear, the illicit seats. That would come to the House and go straight to the...
On a point of order, I do not know of what you're speaking, member. I don't know. No. Please remove that comment. Please remove that comment. That comment is inappropriate, doesn't belong in the House, and is not included in any document submitted in this honorable House. Please remove your comment.
I've heard what you have said, Madam Speaker.
And Hansard, please strike the comment.
There is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
The person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Anyone can say anything, and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth.
Some 60-odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.
The PNP only argue about how the pie share up, how the cake cut up, but they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lies.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. COVID money, me say we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them on the waste and bust a man to statue. Say we like a catch you, but they got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. On the head, the man above him, him a got up. Too much eating at the kitchen, some a fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption please.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out with each.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.